Sipka with the €1. Happy 2 years. Hope you win the COTD. I'm currently learning how to be better at TM. Great time to join. We're gonna teach someone how to be better at TM. So if you follow along, we could probably teach you some stuff that you didn't know.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Villa. How are you, man? It's been a while now.
What about you?
I'm doing well. Okay, you know I'm streaming 24 hours today, right?
I've done one too, and it's honestly gets pretty funny in the last hours. So I wish you the best of luck.
We have been at this for a while now. You know, we said it was a 1 month project. We had a few breaks. We're now like pretty far in, but last week, what did we do, Villa?
We did ice
maps.
Ice maps.
And how did that go?
I feel enlightened, honestly. We went on to, you suggested that I would play Icy Spring. I finished all the maps with at least a medal. You know, some of those are pretty tricky, but I actually feel like it was fine to play like weirder maps, because that would really force you to think about what you can do on ice.
We also had a couple of maps. We had that one track of the day as a target map, and then you also built your own ice map, yeah?
Yep.
All right, nice.
I'm not sure if the track of the day was like I feel like that came like midweek, which was really good timing. It was the HTMH map, but I figured like that was a really great map, and I felt like that was really nice to go for.
Yeah. How do you want to do this? Should we have a look at like the replays and stuff and talk a little bit about them? Should you? And then we could maybe.
Maybe let's start by looking at the replay.
So these are the new maps. Let's start with this one.
So I played the entire TMS Ice campaign, which was like an excellent introduction. I got all author medals. I got some, you know, top 40 world times. So I'm pretty happy.
Because I haven't
considering
played
where we started.
These maps. Ooh, dude, that's already super advanced what you just did. That's really nice. Did you watch Ghost for this, or was it more your own learning?
For some of these, I did watch some lines in the Ghost, because there's some weird stuff that I still can't like sight read. Like there's some like no slide turns that are kind of weird to figure out.
Yeah. Okay. So let me explain for chat if you didn't see this. In this first ice turn, it's too sharp to just do a counter steer. So what you do is you do a counter steer with a drift in the entry. So here he's actually drifting. You can see the blue light. That means he's drifting. To get even tighter, and then full speed the exit. And then also a quick right tap to get back on track before the next turn. That's really good. Like that combo. So let's go next turn, because this was already also really good. You set up wide. So, you know, the interesting thing is like, this is a lot like tech. Like we talked about tech, right? How you want to set up and then do a full slide. It's the same stuff, just you have to use your car differently. So here you set up really wide. So you now get a full slide. And you also had one brake tap there to extend the slide, didn't you? People are so confused. Listen, this is like more advanced if you're just starting out on ice. Like Villa has been playing a lot, but you're learning it quick. I think that just looking at that, I can tell it's a good ice road. Like it's better than what I'm at right now on ice. So, and then Whiteout. This was the track that was the cup of the day, right?
Yeah, I didn't actually play the cup, but funnily enough, this is my best track of the day result to date.
Oh.
So I got like top 170 with this run.
Top 170 in the time attack. So this is one thing that is kind of important, which is we talked about on flat ice. When you're on flat ice like this, you really want to steer as little as possible. So even if it feels like counterintuitive, in walls like this, you just don't want to steer. You just want to let it go. The one exception is a small trick I learned yesterday, and I kind of know it already, but I learned it a little bit yesterday, is that exactly when the car is gearing up, if you tap steer, you gain a little bit of speed. And also, if you're over 235 speed, you can gently wiggle. So here you could probably do a very gentle wiggle for speed. That might be what the world record does.
Yeah, okay.
But damn, that's nice. I can't really comment on the ice slides because I can't really do them better, but I can tell that they're good, you know? So you built an ice map.
Yeah. It has no scenery or anything. It's just like very raw.
I'm scared. I'm scared. Let's have a look at your ice map. So, I mean, it's, as you said, it's a good way to learn. So here, I'm going into it. I'm assuming this is already an ice slide right off the bat to go around. I have to tap a lot to get there. A jump, drop down into another ice slide down here. Straighten, keep the full grip because that's scary on ice. That's an ice slide. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
It's a bit of a tricky map.
Yeah. And is it like increasing in difficulty? Is that sort of the theme? Oh wait. Oh, this was nice.
Not necessarily.
Because I saw the colors
I think,
were changing, like from green to blue, for example.
Oh yeah, that's just complete like full random coloring.
Oh, and this is full grip. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Drop down. Yeah, full grip. I wish they made the colors a little bit different for ice and platform.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. And then, do you have a risky finish here?
Nope.
Oh, you don't? Okay. So what is your... Do you have a time on this?
Yeah, I have a 46.5.
Ooh. I'd need a few hours to try to beat you on this. I really would. I probably couldn't get close. I can tell you though, it feels smooth. Like, this is a H-Tim map just without the scenery. Does that make sense?
Right.
Finish. Okay, I can get a clean run. I can definitely get a clean run, but it's gonna be like 48, most likely. 46.5 Villa. 46.5. I can't. I'm so far. Do you want to compare?
Oh, do you want to compare? Sure, go for it.
I'm gonna lose, but let's see. Let's see Villa versus Wirtual on ice.
To be fair, I have like hours and hours on this map, so...
It's true though, when you build it, like you set up every... you try a lot of times on every turn to get it right, but it's also cool. So our start... We can talk about this, right? Our start were a little bit different.
Right, yeah.
You set up glider for speed here, which is probably gonna pay off. If you can hold... Oh! My start was actually a bit faster with the inside line. No, you didn't. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a really nice turn. Oh,
that start is really interesting, actually.
Yeah. And then I thought you want to go up here for the turn, but I hesitated. So it didn't really pay off. Oh, that's super clean. Actually, did I have more...
I think you have a little bit of speed, more speed at the end.
My end might have been better. So, okay, let's talk about it. The start, the reason I'm probably faster is because I entered the ice slide a little bit earlier. And I also exit at a tighter point. So I start building speed sooner than you. But then the question is, can I make it to the exit point? And I barely can. But it's awkward. And then I landed in the second ice slide earlier as well. But you get equal speed just about, just a little bit wider.
Yeah. This is interesting though, because, you know, this still shows that I have some like lacking in my understanding. It's like...
Oh, I don't say it's lacking. It's like what you prefer, right? Like here I canceled early to go for speed, whereas you held the speed and then went with very low speed to the finish. And they balance out. This is not the first one, but it's like one of the first couple of days.
Second, yeah, I think it was the... Yeah, it was like 2 days later or 3 days later after we started.
Would you want to revisit this map, or would you want to revisit the very first one?
We can do either.
I think this is kind of cute to watch now. Do you notice the small things here?
Yeah, I do. I did actually, like, because I noticed this map as well, I did give this, like, a couple tries. I don't think I PB'd because I spent, like, 5 minutes on it, but there's, like, some things that just made so much sense now. Like, you know, the exit from dirt to the road, like, I would, just by looking at this replay, it's like, oh, well, why did I go in the center there? Like, I need to go on the side. And I think there's, like, a little level of, like, insecurity in this, or lack of confidence in this run, and it really shows. And I think if I give this map a try right now, I think that confidence can be there here as well. Yeah,
I think you get like close to this within, you know, a few minutes, and then you PB within like an hour, I think, easily.
All right.
So I'd like you to keep the ghost on here if you can. I think it would be really nice to see if you can beat it. But we're just going back and seeing like how does it feel if you play against an old ghost, and like already after not playing this track for, you know, a month, you're crushing this ghost pretty much.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I don't even feel like I'm really playing that well, but this ghost is like the best I could do in like
an entire day of playing.
6 hours of grinding this map or something.
Like this is really good. 46.17. The first one I had from you was a let's check. 46.79. And this is 46.17.
Yeah, so that was probably my best run from the Cup of Day. So that was 1 hour of grinding. This one is 5 minutes. Yeah. So it's like the difference is there. Maybe there's some, you know, weird muscle memory, but I don't really think so, because I seriously played this map like 2 months ago, so there's not a whole lot that I remember. It's just feels so much better to play. Feels so much more enjoyable as well.
Do you want to go to the tech one, maybe? The one healing or what it was called?
What about this one?
Yeah, sure.
You remember this one? Because we did go, yeah. So this one is kind of like tech, but it's like, this one I haven't improved. So,
oh, you haven't played this since May 14th?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm curious. Yeah, go for it.
All right.
This is a mix of tech and dirt.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, these blocks are still like something that require a little bit of feel to them. I actually think you were asking about what area I might be lacking in. I think when there's like a lot of custom blocks and things that I'm not used to, like maybe some, plastic plus water combinations or something.
Oh, I'm not used to it at all either.
Yeah. I think it's just like lack of experience at this point. I don't think I necessarily like I don't think I'm necessarily like missing anything crazy. It's just like lack of experience on certain things.
I'm actually so proud of you. This is say to watch.
I might lose it.
Instant PB.
Instant PB. Yeah. And that wasn't so like a good run.
You did so many things correct in this run. You had a perfect gear before the loop, no sliding on the dirt. Oh, it's a beauty. And then you also like intuitively kind of had the slides. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Gonna need a low wall. Okay.
Oh, the airtime was spooky.
Wow, clutch. Nice one. Okay, do you have the spreadsheet that your mods made?
I do, yes.
Okay, I'd love to take a look at it. So if you guys didn't know, Villa has this spreadsheet with everything, every result from every couple of the day that he's had. So, oh, this is neat. So yeah, I mean, you went overboard with Spring of 4. It took you 3.5 hours. Spring of 9 took you... This was the one where you did insane. Like, this time was really, really nice.
Yeah, that was a top 100. The
one thing I noticed is like you tend to improve a lot really quick getting down, and then you kind of flatten a little bit, figuring things out, and then you go again. Like there's a small plateau, and then you go down. I think this healing time is going to be within reach for you soon. I did want to set that one pretty high on purpose, so you have something to push for. The drifting maps you got down, these are naturally going to be very close because we know the limits. So let's take a look at the Cup of the Day sheet.
So I didn't play Cup of the Day initially. So I think I skipped a few days in the beginning. But yeah, this is a mess. So usually the times where you have like over 1,000, those are like ice maps.
Yeah.
Pre-ice practice. And then there's a few maps towards the end that are more like
what was this one?
Like plastic maps.
Oh, the 1800, was that plastic or something?
Oh, that's an ice map.
That's an ice map. Sure okay, yeah. Now this is more like what I was looking for. Like you can see like this is a pretty positive trend on dirt specifically. On tech, we are, about the same, I guess. There was one here, but that was maybe the plastic.
Or it could be one of like there were a few maps that were just like a little bit weird to me, and
our ice progression villas.
Ice progression, oh no. Yeah, it's like it's a pretty small sample size overall.
We haven't actually talked too much about full speed.
We haven't, yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about it?
I mean, we can, sure. I know that it's a lot about speed slides. There was one Cup of the Day where I was trying like some action keys to keep speed slides a bit easier, but
I think generally action keys make speed sliding harder. Let's talk a little bit about full speed. How to do fast and full speed. Speed sliding only works at over 400 speed. What you want to do is when you're over 400 speed, if you have a very gentle turn, ideally you want to be sliding because sliding is faster than full grip at those speeds. And what you're looking at here is the amount of overlap between the wheels. So you're steering to the left, let's say. So you have a car with 4 wheels. So one pair of skid marks going like this, that's your front wheels. And let's say your back wheels, they're going like this, What you're looking at is the amount of overlap. So the amount they're actually crossing over in the middle. And essentially what the width means is how much should you steer? What's the optimal angle to slide at? At low speed, you have to steer more. At high speed, you have to steer less. It's gradual. And this is something that you kind of just have to build up a feel for. But generally, 400 speed, at the very minimum, is like 30% overlap. So the black line in the middle is 30% of the entire. 500 is like 40, 600 is like 55, 60%-ish. And then it goes up and up, like almost in accordance with the numbers. It's complicated, but it's almost easier if you just go on a full speed map, and we can talk about the speed slides. So let's go on track for today and see if we find a really good example map. No, oh, this is March 7th, Mountain Dew Evolution. This is a really cool map. If you try to play this track without sliding, you're gonna have a terrible time. I'm not gonna speed slide because I don't know how to speed slide. I'm just playing. So let's just see how I keep up with TK here, one of the best full speed players on speed sliders. So I'm just gonna full grip, try to keep full grip all the way, not sliding at all. So I'm plus 75 if my PB goes here. I do this, I don't slide here. Now I am 1.4 seconds behind. I don't slide here. I try not to slide here. I'm 2.2 seconds behind. I try not to slide in the... Oh, well, you get the point. I lost like 2 seconds to my PB. I lost 4 seconds to the world record. And this is why we say, like, when there's a full speed cup of the day, if you're not a full speed player, you can't compete. Because they're just that good. But if you look at the skid width here, he's at 400 speed. If you see this overlap on the lines, it's pretty much exactly what we talked about. Like 60% now. Now he wants 70%. Like just barely overlapping lines. So it becomes very important to think about the lines you take. Because you want to ideally take lines that allow you to do a full slide. Kind of like on tech, you want to just use all the space. Here, you want to use all the space with a speed slide.
What's really interesting to me, though, is that a lot of these styles have like way different approaches. Like, you know, on ice, I needed to kind of just work on understanding what it is to play on ice. Like just understanding how the car behaves, how the gears work, where you need to like do certain inputs and stuff. And then again on full speed, it's like, okay, well, it's really tricky to even begin to play a long map because it's just like snowballs so much.
Can we see this
Yeah,
map?
like a map like this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect. Go to TMS Tricks campaign, and this is, it's called Speed Drift.
So I think, you know, if I were to play this with my current intuition, I would just do that and never really finish the map. But...
So now you have
that's
more
already
speed.
a better speed. Yeah.
Don't think you make the jump. Yeah, still a little bit to go. So what you need to focus on is staring down at your skid marks. This is gonna look weird because you're not probably used to that.
Actually, on dirt, I used to do that quite a bit. So I feel like I'm
you just made the jump, I think.
used to that.
But do you make the finish though? Nice.
There we go. I think there's a lot of overlap to dirt, right?
Yeah, there
because
is.
even though the drift is like harder to keep active, I'm still doing the same thing.
Might finish?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, improvement.
Oh,
okay.
Improve.
Press end, and then let's watch. So you started out pretty good actually. Like this was the angle, and then you went to understeer. So if it's too thick, you're understeering. If it's too tiny, you're oversteering.
The biggest thing compared to dirt is that if you lose the drift, it's like gone.
It's over.
Right?
As a general principle, it's always worse to steer too much than it is to steer too little. Oversteering is just a full slide. Whereas like if you understeer, it's a very tiny speed slide.
So do you like, even though we're talking about like the overlap, so if you have the wrong overlap, do you still gain speed, but it's just not optimal, or do you just not gain speed at all, or even do you lose speed?
Yeah, if it's too bad, if it's like not even close to the range you need, you lose speed. The optimal, the perfect line, which is what the 1386 is a very set approach.
It's still wild that even on a map where you're constantly accelerating, the difference is like this big.
Line it up. Oh. Nice. This is a good time. 13?
Probably, yeah.
I think it's a 13. 1406.
Close.
But yeah, like, you can lose 0.2 of a second in one turn by just not having the correct sliding angle. Oh, that's good. Is it? Why is it a bit? It looked better than it was. It might be your entry here. Maybe you're steering a little bit too much on the dirt.
Yeah, okay.
Costing you speed. Yeah, I think it is that actually. Because your slide angle is good, but you're losing speed on the dirt. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, okay. I think I was tunnel visioning the like angle there.
Yeah. So just try to actually speed slide across the dirt as well. Just like a small tap before it, and then this. Yeah. Because now you got the
that's
same
fine.
speed as a good speed slide, but you didn't speed slide the last second.
Yeah.
I can try to drive it as well to show you, but I think you got the idea.
Yeah, it's pretty understandable, I think.
It's like full stop and then tap and then hold.
Yeah.
I steer too much, but
I think a lot of the time when learning something like this, it's easy to forget the fundamentals of the game for a little bit because you're just like staring at the skid marks or
you
whatever.
are really just staring at the skid.
Yeah, so it's like you kind of forget to play the game at the same time.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But it's like even there, I had pretty bad speed, and I still got 03, right?
Right. Yeah.
And if we look at the speed side again, if you look at the skids, notice how I'm all over the place. I'm not really hitting it, so it's not like a great speed slide. Really, it's a pretty bad one. Just the principle, like going out wide, sharp turn, stop, and then tap, and then speed slide it. And then cancel when you're straight. Yo. Yeah.
There we go.
Let's go, Villa. Nice one. You've gotten really
yeah.
good in 1 month. Like, as you said, you can now pretty reliably get high-end divisions on Cup of the Day. You got top 800 spring campaign from like 200k before. It's a solid foundation to work off of if you want to.
Oh, yeah. I mean, for sure. Like, you know, I don't need to go into the game, like, setting my goal to, like, be the best player of all time. Like, I can just kind of work a little bit more slowly. Like, one of the best things about my mindset going into this, and this is kind of a life hack to grinding stuff like this, is that I don't really set my expectations based on my skill level, and I don't really set too many long-term goals. What I do instead, I go into the game and I play for a little bit, and then I tell myself, okay, today I'm like an X level player, and then I work from there. Because if I go, like, after I get to like Division 3, Division 2, Division 1, and I start the game next day, and I'm like, okay, today I'm gonna play like a Division 1 player, it's probably not gonna work. And the thing is, if it works, fine, I met my expectations, sure. But then if it doesn't work, I just get frustrated because it's like, it's like it should work. So if instead every day setting the expectations based on how I'm playing on that day, then I can always work from there. Because like if I go to Cup of the Day the next day and I get like Division 10, then if my expectation was to get to Division 1, then it's like, okay, well, this really sucks, and then I just want to rage quit the game. But if I go into the game like, okay, I'm gonna play this game today, and we'll see what happens, and then I get Division 10, it's like, okay, I'm a Division 10 player today, let's work from there. And I think this is what I did pretty much every day, and you know, then I can work with that. Then it's just like grinding the map to really try to see like, okay, what should I try to do next time? And I often find like things like, okay, this kind of a turn on dirt, I need to consider that the possibilities here are like these 3 possibilities. And depending on what you need to do after this turn, you choose one of those 3.
I think you've seen so much of the game now. You can recognize different scenarios, and you can think about what's coming up after. What do I have to set up for after? Like, you're actively playing the game, thinking about what you should be doing, not just like driving the car from A to B. It's like a process.
For sure.
Yeah, and you also understand the mechanics. Like, you understand ice sliding, you understand dirt, speed slides. Now you're learning speed slides. You understand slides, neo slides. You've learned the game a lot, and also why certain things are fast, why certain things are slow, which is important for learning new maps. Because then you know this is not just for one map, but I can apply this to everything I do. So if you keep playing, you're gonna get even better. And I'm actually sure if you keep playing Villa, we'll be like duo Q Division 1 in like half a year. I think so. But I think we'll call it here for the 1 month project. Thank you so much, Villa, for actually doing it. It's really cool.
No. Thank you, Wirtual. This has been an incredible privilege. I couldn't think of a better coach. You've been explaining everything so well to me. I've understood like instantly when you explain something new. I've always understood it instantly. And also thank you so much to your community, because they've been super accommodating. They've been super nice to me. I felt like there was so much support coming from that community. And also I have to say thank you to all those people who messaged me and said like, hey, you know what, I was looking at your grind and I decided to push myself a little bit as well, and I saw the results. So I've got many people telling me that, and it's like that's what we came
That's
here
what,
to do,
yeah.
right?
I think we achieved what we wanted. A lot of people have learned
Yeah.
Trackmania because of this. I've seen the YouTube comments too, and they're like, "Oh my god, this is so great! I'm learning along, and it's really cool to follow." So yeah, awesome. Let's see if we can repeat it maybe in the future.
But you know, if you ever want to do like 1 year project, I don't care. Just you know where to find me. I'm always up for whatever.
Hey, can I please borrow €1 of your life to learn a racing game? We'll see. We'll see. We'll have a few days to think about it for sure. But thank you so much, Villa. I'll talk to you later, man.
Thank you.
Good luck
Thank you so
on
much, man.
the future product. I'll see you, man.
See you.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Whew. Bit emotional end to the coaching project, isn't it? What a great product it was, though. Guys, if you want, and I hope you do want, go give Villa some love on Twitch. His channel is SBVille. He's an awesome dude. He has a great mentality for learning new things, and pleasure to work with.